Hello, Katherine Anderson with Katherine Anderson's Children's Books. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about suffering. I'm going to be making an additional channel for my Johnny's Angels support group for parents who've lost children and the siblings. And today I wanted to talk just a little about suffering. That's definitely part of what you go through as an angel parent. And it's not something that you pray away, or it's something that you learn to live with, and you kind of transfigure it into meaning to helping others, and it becomes something very beautiful. And what I found, with angel parents, I'm a grief mentor, and the way I believe is in the 12 steps of Johnny's Angels lead you back to light, from mourning, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G, to light. And there's also 12 steps for complicated grief, which is about 60% of parents can also go through that. And what I realize is, like Paul had his thorn, I have some thorns, and I thank God for them because they can help others. But at the same time, you can offer your suffering up. My mother used to say that. I had no idea what she meant. But you can offer it up in a chalice as grace to be poured out on the rest of your family or on someone who needs it. But also serving and helping others. And that may seem like such a big, hard thing to do, but there's something here that can ease suffering. And it's part of, as a grief mentor, what I do. And that is deep listening. I even have it on Johnny's Angels. You need a witness to heal, because healing only happens when someone truly sees you. And the people that can truly see you are the people with the same wound. So, this, let's see where it is. Suffering. To reduce suffering with deep listening. We know that the practice of deep listening, loving, compassionate listening, is very healing. And we can all train ourselves to do it in 3 to 5 days. And there's the deep listening that I do with angel parents, as an angel parent myself. That's a very healing practice for them. And this is how I don't get upset or anything or depressed doing that. I'm actually filled with God's joy. Is it hard? Do I cry? Do I suffer daily? Yes. But I have His joy, which isn't based on those things. But this same protocol that I'm going to go over can work well in arguments in families, anywhere. Because when you choose with intent what you want to be, it changes everything. So let me go on. We play the role of peace. I like to think of it as the peace of Christ through deep listening. When the other person begins to tell you whatever, whether it's a family fighter, a parent, or whatever, when the other person begins to tell you their story, there might be bitterness, there might be some wrong perceptions, some accusations, and blame. And that may touch off an irritation or anger or sadness in you. And if you allow that seed of anger, irritation, or sadness to be watered, you lose your capacity of listening. So with wise listening, you have to be mindful of compassion. You need to breathe in and breathe out, and remember just one thing. I am listening to him, to her, with only one purpose: to help him or her reduce their suffering. I'm going to repeat that because that's the crux of it all. You breathe in, you breathe out, and you remember just one thing. I am listening to him or her with only one purpose, to help him or her to suffer less. To maintain that kind of awareness, you are protected by the energy of compassion. And what the other person says will not touch off irritation, anger, or sadness in you anymore. And when he or she says something wrong, a misperception, you will not interrupt. You will instead tell yourself he or she is the victim of wrong perception. I'm not going to interrupt him or her. I don't want to transform this session into a debate. That will ruin everything. This session is for the other person to heal less. And what you find behind anger, it just means they're afraid, or they're grieving something and they have some fear attached. And that once you understand that it's not something to be afraid of, and this way is very healing. And if it's family or friends, a few days later you can offer some information to correct the misperceptions, but not right away. You're just here to have them suffer less. And with that kind of awareness, you will remain compassionate. And your power, which is the quality of your listening, is good. You can make him or her suffer less just by listening, but it's 1 hour. It's 1 hour of listening. And I know that seems like a lot, but that's how it happens. It's not a quick fix and out. It's 1 hour of compassionate, deep listening. You can become the embodiment of Christ in deep listening and help that person suffer less. This is Catherine Anderson saying, be kind to someone today and have a blessed day.